Hi people. Today we are going to be talking about piece activity. An active piece is a piece that controls and can move to a lot of squares. The opposite of that is called a passive piece. A piece that controls and can only move a few squares. This is a passive rook. Can't move a whole lot and is just blocked in by pawns. This is an active rook. No pawns in the way of it controlling an entire rank, and it can become more active by moving to one of those squares. This is a passive bishop, blocked in by the pawns. While this bishop is able to go as far it wants. This is a passive knight. It's stuck on the edge of the board and the only squares it can move to are occupied by the pawns. This knight is an active knight, it's near the center of the board so it can control more squares. I think you get the idea. We want to have more active pieces so that our position is better, and we want to stop our opponent from getting more active pieces. We can do that by taking up more space with our very active pieces. Here white just has a terrible position. They can't move to any square because the black piece takes up almost all the squares in their territory. The only pieces that can really move are the bishop and the king. All of white's pieces are passive, while all of black's pieces are very active. Their rooks are looking down the open files, the queen controls one of the long diagonals, one of their knights is in white's territory near the center already controlling 8 squares, while their other knight is about to go into the center and be more active. Now where do the pieces feel the most active? Well, the king is most active during the endgame. During the middle game and the opening it's just tucked away, but in the endgame it needs to have an active role. It needs to take space. The queen likes to be in places where she can control as many squares like near or in the center, or even on a side of the board where it's very open. Here the white queen is very active while the black queen is stuck behind the other pieces. The rooks like open files or semi-open files, which is when the opponent is the only one to have a pawn on the file. Bishops love open diagonals to move around in, don't block them in with your pawns. Here the white bishops are very strong while the others are blocked in by pawns. The knights are at their best near or in the center because they can control 8 squares from there, but the knights are even better if they are on an outpost. Should we exchange one of our active pieces for a passive one? No. Unless you have a good reason to do so, like winning more material or being able to give checkmate. Like here, the bishop is pinning the knight, the bishop is a little more active than the knight. But here you would want to trade the bishop for the knight because you are able to get this fork and win some material. Here do you trade the knight for the bishop? Nope. The bishop is a terrible bishop. It's stuck behind all these pawns while our knight is on an outpost. Should we trade one of our passive pieces for an active one? Yes. Absolutely. The less active pieces our enemy has the better. Activity. I wish I knew that concept a long time ago. I used to just trade all the time thinking I had a better position when really I just gave away one of my most active pieces. Welp, hopefully you guys won't make those same mistakes now. Bye people.